Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a 2-point perspective. So for this tutorial, you're going to need pencil, sharpener, eraser, and the final ingredient, paper. Yeah? So stay tuned, and this video should help you get you on your way to drawing 2-point perspective. Peace. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. So 2-point perspective. First things first, we're going to make our guidelines and our marks. So we're going to draw our horizon line and our perspective vanishing points. So for this tutorial, I'm going to place my vanishing points on either side of my paper. So I'm going to make a mark here and I'm going to make another mark here, right? And I will join them together with this line. So remember, this line is our horizon line, okay? So I'm going to label this line HL. That's HL horizon line, okay? Then you got VP1 and VP2. So vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2 and your horizon line, okay? The objects are going to get smaller the closer they get to each vanishing point. And this horizon line will determine the angle of how you view your drawing. So the higher you place this line, it will give you a higher angle view. If you place this line lower, it will give you a low angle view, right? So I've placed it in the middle of the paper, so it will kind of give us a normal eye level view, right? Normal human eye level view anyway. So yeah, cool. So we've got our marks out, and remember, you want to label these quite light. You want to use a light pencil, 2H preferably, when you're doing the guidelines, when you're drawing these out, because you probably will erase them. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to draw a nice simple building. So firstly, I'm going to draw a vertical line going straight through the center, right? Feel free to use a ruler if you want more accurate lines too, right? Okay, so then now from the vanishing point to the center line here, this line here, I'm going to draw lines leading out to the center point. Yeah, so I've done my lines below, then I'm going to draw my lines above as well. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. From vanishing point 1 to the center line. All right, so now we've got the lines leading back into this center vertical line here. And now what we're going to do is just draw a row of buildings on each side, okay? So how do we do that? Well, I'll show you now. So now I'm going to use a darker tone pencil. I've got a 4B pencil, which I'm going to use now, which is going to give me a bit of a contrasted tone, right? So now I'm going to draw my line here. This is going to be like the corner of my building. Then now I can draw another line here. And all I'm doing now is following my guidelines there. And then I can do the same thing on the other side. Yeah. So there is our building structure here. Right? Now you can add more buildings to it. So let's add some more. Let's add some more there. So we've got a smaller one there. Got a smaller one here. All right. And then let's say this side we want a larger building. So we just draw an extra line going to that guideline. And then now you can measure it up from this vanishing point. We can see where it will measure up to. So we know that we can draw a line around here. And then another building straight down that looks taller than the previous one, okay? Right? So because this building is now taller, you can see the edge of it poking out here, on the side, yeah? So then now let's keep drawing. So now let's do the same thing on this side. Now we want a taller building, and then let's just join it. Yeah. And any mistake you make, well, even in art, they say there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. So we can just keep adding to our buildings, right? So let's draw another one here. There you go. And then now you can make this building a little bit longer. Okay. So can you see what I'm doing here? You should be able to see it now. And then we can draw a smaller one this side. Yeah, and we can just keep drawing them, get smaller. Maybe draw this one a little bit bigger now. Yeah. There we go. And if you notice what's happening here, what's happening, the objects are getting smaller the closer they get to this vanishing point here, right? So let's do the same thing on this side. Yeah. So I'm just following along with that guideline. Extra line, measure it up. Yeah. So remember, you can use my example or you can draw your own, yeah? But this guideline will help you in your composition, right? So look now, it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller as it goes towards the edge of this vanishing point 1 and 2, yeah? So the objects get smaller. Now let's say we wanted to add a road or a pavement, you know, pavement I mean. Okay, so there's your pavement, and then you got your pavement slabs, yeah, on this side too. Okay, there you go. So it's kind of like you're creating a grid just using those guidelines. That's all you're doing. Yeah, see? Nice. So then now you've got a nice shape of buildings here, right? So then this is where you use the guidelines to add in your doors and windows. Yeah. So you got your windows here, right? And depending on how many windows you want to add, you can add more guidelines to your drawing as well, okay? Yeah, and if you got the patience to draw hundreds and hundreds of windows, go for it. You know, if that's part of your vision, if that's part of your drawing, by all means, go for it. But I'm gonna just show you a quick sketch, because if I was to draw all these windows out, we'll be here for hours. And we will do more detailed tutorials where we draw for hours. Like, if you want to see me draw for hours, drop a like on the video. You can also watch my live streams as well, where we draw for like at least an hour on there, sometimes an hour and a half. So yeah, check that out too. So but for now, I'm just showing you an initial sketch of what we can create. Yeah. So look, see. All right, doors. There you go, and I'm just following the lines I've drawn on there. You see? See? And it's all in a 2-point perspective. Now, if you want to add more texture, you can put some shade. You can add some shade in here. You know, you can do whatever you want. It's your world. It's your world. Completely up to you. I'm just giving you the guideline and I'm just giving you the structure. It's up to you now what you do with it. All right. There we go. See? Yeah, you can draw your windows here. You can shade your building. Can do whatever you like. Yeah. So that is a 2-point perspective, guys. Yeah, 2 vanishing points, horizon line here, and this is an example using a building. Now there's so many different varieties what we can do with this. But this is just a nice quick example of a 2-point perspective. All right. So thanks for watching this tutorial, guys. Today I showed you a 2-point perspective drawing. Yeah. So I hope that helps. It's a quick, nice, easy guide. You can follow along, bookmark this video, save it for when you need to. But yeah, there's so much more knowledge and bases we can cover. There's unlimited examples of 2-point perspective, so we can keep covering it. And drop a comment, like let me know what other tutorials you want to see from me. Let me know what you're struggling with in art, and I'll try my best to make a video on that. Don't forget, I go live on TikTok every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. And I'm going to be going live on YouTube very soon as well. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, just like, comment, subscribe. You can also download my free guide on 1-point perspective drawing. So yeah, check it out. So don't forget, guys, I'm uploading weekly tutorials as well and vlogs. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.